Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's Zelda Randomizer 2024 tournament, second week of Swiss round action right here on SpeedGaming 3. Tonight, our two contestants looking for their first win are Kigalas and jkoper, two longtime veterans of the Zelda Randomizer. Hi, everybody. I'm LOZ Cards Fan 23, and joining me on the commentary tonight, Moon Risen Phoenix. Well, Phoenix, a very, very exciting matchup between these two veterans here. Kind of some shockers across the board that both of them are 0-1, but that kind of just goes to show how deep this field is once again this year.
How deep in this field is and how unpredictable this flag set can be, Laws. This has been just two of many surprises in week one.
Yep, and here we go, and we are starting at the medicine shop. The medicine shop where you have level 9. What an interesting start spot. It's like, I always call for the wood sword here, you know, when we have randomized screen starts and whatnot, so it's kind of appropriate that we have our wood sword right here at level 9. Now, trying to get out of here is another story. Look, we got blue gorillas here that do 1 heart of damage. Oh, this is not going to be fun, Phoenix.
Absolutely not. And another note to make is that we do start with an overworld block item, either the raft, the recorder, or the power bracelet. Today, it's the power bracelet.
And power bracelet opens up the most spots, and again, especially when we're dealing with a mixed overworld. Now, of course, it's going to have first quest attributes, meaning you're going to have the 3 large secrets, 7 mediums, and 4 smalls. So keep that in mind. And the power bracelet is probably your best starting item. Maybe the recorder would be number 2. We have cheap wood arrows here at 61 and a modest discount of the cheap bait at 58 rupees. We need to find some money first, though.
Absolutely. First Armos check here by Kigalas. And
those wooden arrows look mighty tasty now with that bow, because at 61 rupees, you know, we can start taking down enemies. That'll do 2 HP of damage. Can jkoper get to it? He can, and is able to get by the Armos statues, so he'll have an opportunity to keep on exploring. Kigalas took that death, so jkoper may be able to buy some exploration advantage, but he's still got to watch out. He's only got half a heart left.
Oh, he's going to head for the... No, he's going to try to get to the screen scroll to get to the Death Armos really quickly. Pulls it off. What's here?
Just 1 orange moblin. Shouldn't be too tough. Just needs to find the... Oh, man, gets picked off. Just missing where he needed to be. Back to start he goes. That could be costly. Now, item distribution here. So, hearts I don't believe are in the shuffle, but important items could find their way into level 9. So you might have something like the recorder be, or rather the ladder could be in level 9 if you, let's say, Zelda were to be ladder blocked.
Unfortunately, Heart Shuffle is on.
Ooh, so hearts are on.
There is this added amount of chaos. Kigalas is going to try the screen scroll, pulls it off. Let's see if he can get into that cave, though.
Yeah, he gets the slow Armos, and look at the price of bombs here. A meager 7 rupees for a 4-pack. You'll love to see it. A 7 rupee discount on the blue ring. So not too shabby. Expensive blue candle, though. He may pick up this candle here. Good idea for Kigalas. That's going to open up the burn spots here in Hyrule.
Absolutely. Deadwood's probably going to be next on the exploration list. jkoper following suit with the blue candle.
Yep, good idea here, especially when you haven't found any money in this seat. But Kigalas getting a little bit too aggressive, and he's going to get sent to start from those levers.
Red levers if you're too much in a hurry, as jkoper finds any roads at the Western Vanilla Potion Shop.
So one takes you to Vanilla Start from the Dead Woods, and jkoper is going to check the Vanilla Start cave. Maybe get some bombs from these blue moblins here. He does. Another overworld death for Kigalas. jkoper finds a casino here at Vanilla Start, and even if he wanted to play, he only has 1 rupee.
I mean, I'm not a big believer in those casinos. It seems more often than not you lose money.
Oh, definitely. But if you have low rupees and it's a poverty seed, why not take a shot here? 2 of them that lead to the desert. So I've seen better any road, C-.
Yeah, I give that a 4 out of 10 at best.
Yeah, that seems like a reasonable grade to me. Okay, so jkoper heading back and is going to check the burn spots here, and that is going to be a door repair penalty that is going to bankrupt him. There are going to be 9 door repair penalties since this is first quest mixed.
Anywhere from 15 to 25 is the penalty. jkoper just losing 2 rupees off that, so that's an advantage.
Yep, there's another one, it looks like. Also keep in mind that our book acts as the translator for all of the Hylians here in this seed, and they're going to give helpful hints.
That's right, so those hint shops could prove the difference between who gets the win, and we've got our first dungeon just west of Vanilla Start.
Yeah, jkoper finding level 7. Just hoping maybe he get a bomb from the blue Octrock, but not to be, so he's going to explore with just 2 bombs. He may want to try to force, kill 10 enemies, and get that force. We got Keese in this room. I'll tell you what, this might not be a bad enemy to build that count. Unfortunately, he took damage there. As Kigalas finds our first money, and 34, pretty good for a medium.
Right down the middle.
Yep, that's a little bit above average. 32.5 is your mean. So when you see something that's 34, you'll take that. All right, will this be the transport or the item? It is the transport.
However, this looks like a possible 2Q back half.
Oh, it very well might be. And yes, the dungeon distribution. You've got your first quest, you've got your second quest, and you've got your shapes. 1 through 6, that grid is going to have one of those 3 categories. 7 through 9 is going to have one of the other 2 categories. So you're not going to have a full shapes, you're not going to have a full first, and you're not going to have a full second quest. You're going to have half of the grid be 1, 2, or shapes, and the other half will take the form of one of the 2 non-chosen ones. Good time for a clock there for jkoper to take care of those orange dark nuts, and now he's got a room full of these Vires. Kigalas doing some exploration here in the Lost Woods, and hey, good time for a fairy when you're down to half a heart. Ooh, our quote-unquote bait block is here, so now we know bait is not required for this one.
At least not here. There is another potential bait block. Kigalas finding level 2 in the Dead Woods. This is a big one.
Right. If first half is 1 through 6, if that is second quest, I beg your pardon, then yeah, we could have a second bait block.
If I'm not mistaken, that looks like the moon in level 2. That is first quest.
All right, if your speculation of level 7 being 2Q7 is correct, then we know what our distribution is. That 1 through 6 will be first quest dungeons, 7 through 9 looking like they're going to be second quest dungeons.
And a question in chat, who's our tracker for this evening?
No, it is not. It is shapes for 7 through 9. That's a kind of a sizable level 7, too.
Yeah. To be fair, shapes back half, a lot better than 2Q if you ask me.
I agree. That's still a beefy level 7. That's a 34 room level 7. We were 1 off the meme, but oh well.
Yes, the 33 rooms of pain and suffering, I believe.
Exactly. 33 rooms of pain and suffering, pure torture, whatever you want to call it. This is going to be our item here, and it is a heart container. Again, you're going to see a lot of heart containers in the shuffle. So one thing you really need to pay attention of is that the floor drops, while you might be used to seeing hearts, in this flag set, you have to check every room that could be a potential drop because you never know where those silver arrows might be.
Indeed, and a question that was answered in chat, our tracker tonight is Smile Fires.
All right, Kigalas in level 2, so there's going to be 2 drops here, and we do have Wizrobes here, so that's very nasty, especially with how much damage they can do. 4 hearts of damage those orange Wizrobe beams do if you're not careful. And remember that we have plus or minus 2, and that's exactly the problem there. Kigalas getting picked off by an orange Wizrobe beam, and that's going to send him back to start.
Thankfully, the early going in this level doesn't seem to be too bad.
All right, jkoper has a chance to fill up on his bombs here in this triple dodongo room. So right now, he is looking for the Triforce and the second drop. And we got a rupee boss here on Kigalas' side. And gets a heart container. We just saw a glimpse of that before he grabbed it right in the middle. That was a heart container there, so at least one heart here in level 2. There are going to be 2 floor drops in level 2, though.
That's absolutely right. I mean, Kigalas isn't exactly upset to find a heart container this early.
Oh, no, not at all, because, we've got our white sword item, and I believe that is still 4 to 6 hearts as your potential there, and who knows what that white sword item could be. There's our Triforce in level 2, but it is surrounded by a whole bunch of blue Lionels, making this room lag because of those sword beams.
At the very least, the lag is beneficial as far as avoiding the sword beams. Kigalas does that, picks up the first Triforce of the night, and takes the lead.
Very nicely done there for Kigalas. So he is our first Triforce piece. jkoper finds a key. He won't be able to grab it because that requires a ladder. But he's going to have to take care of these Vires here if he wants to open that shutter door to the right, as Kigalas finds a door repair penalty. And that is a pretty steep one.
Yeah, that looks like at least 21.
Yeah, I was counting 21 as well, so at least 21 on Kigalas' screen, so that could be a problem. This is a poverty seed. Kigalas checking the bottom left corner here in Hyrule. jkoper dodging that 2-headed Gliok here. He's looking for the Triforce and a potential drop, but he wants nothing to do with the Maldorm. But he's going to go after this 2-headed Gliok because that is a potential drop room.
Looking at key price on Kigalas' screen. 65.
Great price. jkoper doing some bobbing and weaving, but he's got to be careful. 1 heart left. He takes 1 more hit from that fireball. He's going to be down for the count. That's the Triforce. jkoper, well done, taking down the Gliok, getting his Triforce out of level 7.
And with 1 item in, I'm not sure you go back into a 7.
No, not with 34 rooms. He's going to bail. But is he gonna? Wow, he's gonna take a shot here. He feels like he's pot committed enough. Now he's gonna look again. He's got about half of this level 7 explored, so I guess he feels pot committed to look for that second item, Phoenix.
I mean, if the bow or silvers ends up here, that's advantage jkoper. But if it's just another heart container, that's a lot of time burnt.
Yeah, and then Kigalas, if you were to hit that Gamelmatic 9000, of course, now you find the compass after you've gotten the Triforce because the game knows. All right, yes, Kigalas. Now, obviously, it can't be the bow. That was our Armos item. But yeah, silver arrows would be another story. Yep, that's a door per penalty for Kigalas, and that's a 24 rupee penalty.
That is an unkind roll. I mean, you got a lot of things.
Oh, we've got a ladder block where jkoper is. So now he's going to look at the map here. Let's see if he decides to back out now. He's thinking about it. Nope, he's going to bomb to the left here as Kigalas has now found his way to level 7. Nope, he's found Wall Masters, a potential drop. And of course, it drops a clock because that's the worst item to see in a Wall Master room are those clocks. It's a key. He'll take that.
You absolutely take those keys. And with that bomb not... Oh, wait, there is another way he can get to that left section. It's going to cost him that key, though.
Now we'll see if it ends up being a fruitful spend here. We got more Wall Masters here. It's a fairy that he doesn't need. He's at full health. That must have been the 16 count. Nope, there's nothing here. Oh, does get a refund on the key. Oh, dear. Unless he's able to bomb to the south of that Dark Nut room. Now, jkoper thought about it. He's like, nah, I don't feel like taking down this room. Let me see if I can bomb to the south here. Let's see if he's able to. And no, that is a ladder block for sure. So I think that's going to be all for jkoper here in level 7.
Not much of a choice to do otherwise, and he's off and running. Let's see what's next.
All right, Kigalas will see if he's able to fare a little bit better here in level 7. He may be able to find a path that jkoper didn't see on his first attempt, and there's the quote-unquote bait block. jkoper just found a level here. I didn't catch the number, though.
That was level 9 at the river.
Yep, and we need all 8 Triforce pieces in order to make that dive, so these runners will have to come back later, but that is, of course, peace of mind for jkoper once he does get all 8 Triforce pieces. Doesn't have to go for that wild goose chase looking for level 9. Finding level 2, so Kigalas, he had completed that earlier. Now it's jkoper's turn.
Now, that was an interesting bomb by Kigalas, and with that, that was a Master Moldorm enemy. That I believe that's the first time I ever see that.
I've never seen that either. Yeah, one Moldorm goes down, the other one goes down with it. I have never seen that on Moldorm. I wonder if that's a new feature of the latest version that Fred Coughlin came up with.
And it seems like it's the first time a few of the people in chat have seen it too. So I'm kind of glad it's not just me.
I mean, he's also been working on the Mario 3 randomizer as well, and he's made some changes to that recently also. So yeah, it's good to see that Fred is continuing to make improvements on both of his main randomizers.
There's that Triforce and 2 for jkoper taking the lead. 2 Triforces to 1.
Now let's see if he decides to go back to look for the items. You know, level 2 is a smaller dungeon. He is going to go back. Now, we did see a heart on Kigalas' screen. I don't know if he saw the second item, and if he did, if it was another heart, but jkoper is going to go back.
Oh, here's an interesting piece of info for you, Laws. Kigalas just entered level 9 and is out and hearing a roar.
Interesting. So Ganon is to the north. Can Ganon be one room next to the... I did not know that was a thing. I've never heard of that before, that Ganon can be one room from the entrance. So obviously it can't be to the north because that's where your fork on the road is. So Ganon either has to be to the left or to the right of that start room. That is crazy. Man, it's like he's letting Zelda win the hide-and-seek competition. What's going on?
I mean... who's to say Ganon is accessible from that side?
True. It could be one of those magical staircase situations, and jkoper finding a heart container. He's up to 6 hearts as well, so that's all for him. Both of these runners are finished with level 2. I think we had double hearts.
That's correct. And right now, Kigalas opted not to pick up the Triforce in 7. I can't really say I blame him. That was rough combat.
Yeah, that's a tough fight because of how much damage you're taking without any mail. Again, it's 1 heart if you get hit by the fireballs, and I think it's 3/8 of a heart if you touch their head.
3/8? That's a
3/8. Yep.
All right, I'll take your word for it because I have absolutely no idea how much damage that was.
Yeah, it's the weirdest HP dealing damage enemy projectile whatever in the entire Zelda game, because everything else does it in some increment of half or 1, but not that. All right, the hundo in first quest. That bush is not accessible here tonight. Could have been with the mixed overworld in play. Kigalas finds his second cache, another medium secret for 34 rupees. jkoper's yet to find any secrets yet.
Oof, and an arrow to the face, and that's back to start, unfortunately.
More cash for Kigalas at the fairy fountain spot in the forest. He's doubled his money to 68. So let's see what Kigalas has in mind. Now going to check the coastal power bracelet spot and find more cash. These power bracelet spots are your, seems to be your gold mines, as it were. That is the standard amount, 10 rupees for the small.
And jkoper's return to start pays off. Eastet Mountain yields level 6.
Level 6, though, tends to be one of the biggest dungeons in the game. But fortunately, in first quest, level 6 won't be so bad.
Of course, it depends on the enemy set. Kigalas picks up wood arrows.
Smart decision, considering he already has the bow. Now he can use the bow and arrow to take down enemies. And if we have Goma blocks, he's covered. Ooh, the ladder on the ground for jkoper, a huge find for him. So now he's going to be looking for the staircase item and the Triforce, and that'll be it. So great discovery there for jkoper, Phoenix.
The trick is, due to the fact that remove most open stairs is on, that could actually be a double whammy. And with that ladder on the floor there, that is a staircase as well.
Oh, wow. So let's see. Yeah, so it could be the double prize room here, but it's not.
With the size of level 6, I'm not angry if I'm jkoper to find transport there.
Oh, no, not at all. I mean, level 6, by default, is going to have a transport staircase. That does take him back to start, so that's okay. But, uh-oh, a recorder block potential here.
That's less okay. That's a forced up an A and a forced exit.
Yep, we have to have the recorder, so we cannot get the Triforce or the second item out of level 6 without the recorder, so jkoper's going to have to come back later. That is a recorder block.
On the flip side, that is a ladder as well. That is a not insignificant advantage.
Oh, absolutely not. That is going to be something that jkoper, if we have some other ladder blocks as well. If this was one of those chain reaction seeds where ladder leads to recorder, then Kigalas, if he doesn't get to level 6 anytime soon, he could be behind the 8 ball.
So a question in chat. Now, can the recorder be in 9? That Dig Dogger block in 6 proves that it cannot.
In some instances, it could have been in level 9, but tonight that will not be the case. Exactly the reason as you pointed out, Phoenix. jkoper finds a casino, not interested with his 23 rupees. Kigalas finds a door per penalty that's going to bankrupt him. And we're about to find out what that ladder item on the coast is on Kigalas' side. He is heading towards that direction right now.
I don't think it's going to take forever for jkoper to find out as well. He can world wrap his way to get it.
Most certainly can indeed. And, well, if you're going to find a door repair penalty, find it when you have no money. And our ladder item on the coast is the power bracelet. Wait, we're already starting with the power bracelet. Thanks a lot, game.
And we suddenly ignore that coast item for the rest of the game.
Too bad you can't sell it for gold like you can in some other video games. There's no selling items. And hey, we have the white sword as the white sword item, and with 7 hearts, guaranteed to be able to pick it up. Is this even randomized, Phoenix?
Yeah, we're gonna have to start getting the ice cream out if this keeps up.
Absolutely. jkoper sees an arrow shot, but he's yet to find a secret, so he's not been able to buy those arrows yet. Kigalas finds a secret. That's a medium for 34. jkoper finds another bonus cave and will pick up the potion. I think that's a good idea considering he hasn't found any money yet, and he's already got 6 hearts, and that tells me that magical sword will not be on his mind. And that'll especially be true once he finds that white sword.
Absolutely right. I mean, white sword to mags, not so much of a thing. If you tell me the white sword is a 9, and then mags becomes a juicier proposition.
Certainly, but we know that that's not the case tonight. We also know that Monocle Rock is a bust. Kigalas tried to bomb it. Oh, Kigalas trying to bomb where the 30 would be and gets picked off. Back to start he goes. Ouch.
On the flip side, he does have 3 bombs. This may be a blessing in disguise. 6 is nearby. That ladder is close.
All right, let's see if he makes a play for that. That's a potion shop. No letter, no business. He's already got a potion anyways. And yeah, he's about to check it right here. But Sprite doing what Sprite does best in Zelda 1, fly away from you, so Kigalas can't get those 3 hearts. So he's going to have to start level 6 with just 2 hearts. He could up an A and get 1 back, but he's not going to, it looks like. As jkoper finds his first secret of the night, 23 and a half minutes in, he's got 34 rupees. If he finds 1 more, he could buy those wood arrows. Kigalas is going to find that transport staircase, but he's not going to take it. And yeah, little does he know, he's going to be ladder blocked out of most of the 6 thanks to that Dig Dogger.
I believe you meant recorder block, but yes.
Right. Exactly. It did mean recorder blocked. I mean, he is Dig Dogger blocked, no matter how you look at it. But yes, he needs that recorder. You are correct. jkoper continuing to explore here in the forest area and is going to find another bonus cave. He will pick up the heart container to put him at 7. Both runners currently at 7 hearts.
On the flip side, jkoper about to get some good news, as did Kigalas just now.
Yep, he just got his ladder here. And he's hoping that it's going to be the item, but we know it's just the other side of that transport staircase. So now there's no need for him to take it at this point. jkoper finds another medium secret, and he's got a nice amount of rupees.
That white sword, I believe, was pretty close to where Coper's at right now.
Yes, I believe you're correct about that. So he's closing in on the white sword. He would love to find an arrow shot before he finds a, well... Scratch that. He would rather top off of his bombs at the moment. Not a bad idea.
I mean, when bombs are 65% off.
Oh, for sure. Unfortunately, that door penalty is going to take him away from wooden arrow money right there. Kigalas sees that he is indeed recorder blocked and will have to come back to level 6 later. Now, meanwhile, Kigalas is going to check to see if the arrow is pushable. It's a second quest thing, so let's find out. Nope, that's a bust. jkoper sees that it's a power bracelet. He already has the power bracelet, so he'll just ignore it. jkoper's got his potion ready just in case. He had it, and then he's changed it to the bomb, so it looks like he's okay now.
Another door repair doesn't feel great at this point, though.
No, not at all. Yeah, jkoper's going to find his white sword here at the vanilla level 8 location. He'll check that. He'll see that it's the white sword. Automatically know he's got enough hearts. He'll be able to pick that up to double his attack power.
Meanwhile, I like this play from Kigalas. Looks like he's opting to explore Western Debt Mountain.
I like it. I agree. He's got plenty of bombs to make the play happen here. And, you know, he could find, like, say, level 1. I don't blame jkoper. He had so little rupees, tried to play the money-making game, and unfortunately he went bankrupt. But I don't fault him for making that play with so little rupees.
I don't blame him either.
Meanwhile, Kigalas finds some money here, and look at that, another vanilla, 100 rupees. So the small and the large were vanilla amounts. Is this even randomized?
That's it. I'm grabbing the ice cream once we're done here.
I don't blame you. Join me in. I'll be happy to join you for an ice cream social. All right, so about as average of a money seed as you can get here, slightly above average thanks to the medium 34, but jkoper has found level 8. There are 3 item chances here.
Unfortunately, we've also got dark nuts in that area, and dark nuts they can be treacherous.
Especially when you have them with BMOS. I mean, they do 2 hearts of damage, the blue dark nuts. The orange ones do 1 heart of damage. You'll need 8 HP on the blues. Remember, though, plus or minus 2, so it could be up to 10. And the orange have 4. The orange ones could give you bombs. The blue ones could give you hearts. But they typically don't give you hearts when you're low on health, at least when I play the game.
Fortunately, there doesn't seem to be much in Western Debt Mountain yet. There's a take any.
And Kigalas is also going to pick up the potion here because I believe that might be his last take any cave. I agree with this decision. So both of these runners have a potion in tow. Kigalas finds some more money. And the any key on the floor for jkoper if he can get past this troll handler. Oh, just missed the strike. Left the 5 pin, but picks up the spare. Nice job there for jkoper.
No problem. But again, the any key in 8. Where have we heard that before, Laws?
Yeah, is this even random? Well, at least it's on the floor because, you know, it's a staircase item in the vanilla games. We find our transport staircase here at level 8. Now, remember, this is shapes. This is shapes, so you have the potential of segmented levels here, and this could be no exception.
Even if it is one of the more populated levels, in the entire game.
Yep, because it can have well over 40 rooms, as can level 6. Obviously, the level 6 not being changed. Now, Kigalas finds a hint shop where one of the vanilla push blocks are with a power bracelet. He'll keep that in mind, but he wants to save his money at this point. Not to mention, you have to have a book even to understand those hints in the first place.
On the flip side, at least, the hints are cheap.
Very cheap. I mean, they were about 50 some odd ball rupees. Usually I see them and they're well over 100. So yeah, that's a pretty good price. It's also close enough where you could save your game, buy the hints, and just reset, get your money back.
Cooper might have found something here in this 8. I think that might be the second transport.
Segmented level 8 then, if that's the case. And he's found a ladder block, and this time it's another two-headed Gliok, and we have to take it down or risk bombing to the right now here. He's got plenty of hearts. Plus the white sword, it'll go down much quicker. Very good. Just went ahead and tanked that fight. Gonna ignore the bombs for the time being, as he doesn't really need it. So sitting on 7 bombs. And jkoper gets a bomb anyways for his troubles. And gets a clock drop. Now, that could be a problem if there's more wall masters. Luckily, there wasn't.
Absolutely. He would have been locked in if that bomb wall to the south wouldn't have actually bombed.
Definitely. Yep, jkoper avoiding the bombs. He wants to save it in case he comes back. Kigalas, meanwhile, finds some more cash. It's another medium secret, putting him at 167. A medium secret there. Is this even randomized too? My word.
I mean, I'm not upset about finding a medium secret there.
Neither am I. Now, if there's a 10 secret here, nope, it's level 8. That's where jkoper found level 8. Okay. All right, so jkoper finds a key that he doesn't need now that he's gotten the any key. Kigalas has to be careful here. One more hit and he's down for the count. He's got to watch out for those blue dart nuts. He is able to dodge them.
With one key on the board, he will not be opposed to getting that any key, but it's a tough ask.
Oh, not at all. And back to start he goes. jkoper will grab those bombs, use his any key to the fullest of his extent, and we find more wall masters. You gotta be careful. He's only got a heart and a half left. Another clock, and there's more wall masters where that came from. Oh, and the Beamos take jkoper down. Boy, these dungeons are being ruthless, Phoenix.
Unfortunately, yes, and I'm sure jkoper isn't quite happy about that one.
Now, Kigalas does have 172 rupees to his name, so he may consider that blue ring purchase. We'll see.
You know what they say about the blue ring, though?
Once you buy it, the red ring is bound to show up seconds later because the game knows. I've seen this many, many times. I've been on the commentary for about 8 years now, and I can't begin to tell you how many times I've seen it where runners buy the blue ring, less than 10 minutes later, less than 5 minutes later, they get the red ring.
And it's happened in this tournament as well.
Oh, I completely believe that for sure. As we have a high 5 on the board, they both find a staircase, and they're going to both find a heart container.
And potentially both have 8 hearts?
Yep, literal high 5. Ooh, jkoper does not want that heart container.
And for those of you wondering why he didn't, it could just be because of the time it takes to refill them when you get a Triforce. It's 23 frames per half heart.
Well, you know what they say, every second counts, and jkoper knows it. He does not want to fall behind 0-2 in the Swiss rounds. There's the key for Kigalas, but there's the manhandler that will send him back to start. But he does get the any key.
I mean, can't be too upset. You did get that. Oh, on the flip side.
Wow. jkoper's gonna have to do that room again. That's the second time the BMOs have taken down jkoper in that Wallmaster room. That is a nasty room there.
Absolutely is, and yeah, 2 deaths in the same room. Oof, that is not a good day, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, Orange Dartnuts rolled up, but good news for Kigalas, he finds a clock.
I mean, Orange Dartnuts and Darknuts as a whole rolling up, not much of a problem when you've got the white sword like this.
No, not at all. It's more of an inconvenience than anything.
Kigalas not having a good time in this room either.
Yeah, that's the problem with 4 BMO statues, and he too succumbs to that dangerous room he's sent back to start. So it's the BMOs 3, the runners zip.
Kigalas doesn't want to go back into that room, but I think the dungeon is saying, yeah, you're going back.
And you're not able to bomb to the south either. So yeah, that's pretty much it. jkoper using the ladder strats on these blue dart nuts so that he doesn't get hit by them. Getting 2 hearts, you lose every time you get hit by a blue dart nut. And what do you know? When he's got 3 hearts, they're not dropping any hearts. It's like I've played this game before, Phoenix.
The game knows, doesn't it? It's so true in so many cases.
There's a heart, jkoper. Now let's see if he can get a fairy from this blue one. Well, he gets a nickel. That was his 10. That was his 10 right there.
Kigalas managing to get through the manhandler. Next up, just a bunch of keys.
Now, for those of you who may be wondering, what do you mean by that's his 10? When you kill 10 enemies in a row without taking damage, if you stab the 10th enemy, you will get that 5 rupee that jkoper just got, because blue dart nuts normally wouldn't drop a 5 rupee. Now, if you bomb the 10th enemy, provided that's in any drop group, you get a 4-pack of bombs instead. Now, jkoper out of bombs is going to try to farm for some bombs here, and he does so successfully, and he'll probably go back into level 8 now that he's got a few bombs.
However, both of these runners must not be feeling great. That is a significant amount of time spent in this 8.
The fact of the matter is that in 37 minutes, jkoper only has 2 Triforce pieces. Kigalas only has 1. Both of them have to feel they're behind at this point. Both of them.
100% agree with that one.
And with level 9 being shapes, it very well could come down to the Great Equalizer. It very well could come down to combat as well. This room right here is going to be a real test of that, as Kigalas does manage to take down the room with only a half a heart left. And he's able to bomb to the left. Yep, jkoper now going to take that transport staircase here in level 8. Kigalas just avoids that trap.
I want to say Koper hasn't been down here, but I could be wrong.
That's possible. Well, ooh, those keys are getting dangerously close. Let's see if he can finish it off. He does, so that shutter door will open for him. It's a rupee boss. That's a welcome sight considering what we've already seen. Now pick a path. Any path, he'll go left. Yeah, jkoper is right behind. There's the compass. Can Kigalas get to it? He's going to play this safe. I don't blame him. There's a fairy. That's a trap. Don't do it. Let her come to you if you could possibly help it, or just use the arrows. Good heads-up play there from Kigalas. I love it.
Liking to play just as much there, Laws, and Koper's going to find that compass real quick as well.
Yep, so now they both know where this Triforce is here in level 8. There's still one more item behind a staircase that these runners could get. You never know what it could be. We're still looking for the silver arrows. We're still looking for the recorder. Again, we need the recorder to progress through level 6. There's the Triforce, poorly guarded by that manhandler. Kigalas will go ahead and pick it up, so that's his second Triforce piece. Decision time if he decides to go back to try to find that second staircase item. And it looks like his answer is no. So he's taking a chance here. I don't fault him considering where we're currently at the 39-minute mark, Phoenix.
You have 2 Triforces. You know your opponent is very skilled. Probably is thinking he needs to take a few chances.
Well, jkoper looks like wants to take down this manhandler to get to that shutter door. Unfortunately, the bomb is wide, and he's just going to go ahead and grab the Triforce.
Now the question is, does jkoper go back?
I'm going to say he probably doesn't either. And he's not. So, you know what we want, Phoenix? We want the chaos. We want the item in level 8 to either be silvers or the recorder. That's what we're looking for.
You're looking for us to go after hours here.
Yes, that's right. Zelda Randomizer After Dark, as it were, as jkoper finds a medium. So you're going to Kigalas finding level 4. But jkoper is hot on his heels.
Absolutely will not miss it. He's got 5 bombs remaining. That corner's going down, and he'll be in level 4 before you know it.
Also, jkoper does now have enough rupees to purchase those wood arrows. He may be heading for those. Oh, he hasn't checked Monocle Rock, which we knew was a bust on Kigalas' side. Kigalas having some problems because it's an NSU room, and he does not have the ladder. Or he does have the ladder now, I beg your pardon. It's still a tough room no matter which way you slice it, but does manage to take care of Gliok. There's a Triforce in level 4, and he does manage to just skirt by that Lionel. Man, this dungeon with Lionels and Wizrobes, disgusting.
You got 2 items in there, though, and it's level 4. It's fairly small. Do you dig it?
Oh, he's going to dig it for sure. At least he's thinking about it. Unfortunately, he took damage, so he just lost Beam Sword by thinking there. He should have thought somewhere else or should have paused the game. jkoper finds the letter. He'll grab it just in case he needs to buy more potions.
I mean, thankfully, we won't be seeing 2Q enemies, so no red bubbles to be seen tonight.
Exactly. That's the one blessing in disguise, is jkoper finds... Is this even randomized? A large secret where the 100 normally is in the vanilla game. What is with all the vanillas here tonight?
I couldn't write this up if I tried, and here's jkoper in level 4.
I know, right? Yep, so both runners now in the same level 4 here, both looking for the respective items. So one will be on the floor, one will be behind a staircase. Since this is the 1Q level 1, once we find the staircase, that's a guaranteed item here. Is this it? Nope. jkoper finds his Triforce. He'll go ahead and grab that, so now he's up to 4. There it is. Easy path to the staircase for Kigalas. Just needs to block clip or take care of all of the keys. Does get the clip. What do we have? It is Lord Banana, and Kigalas says, no way, Jose.
And who can blame him?
Yeah, 42 minutes in, that item is pretty useless for both of these runners. You've got the wooden boomerang, and you've got the magical boomerang. Both do the same thing. They stun certain enemies, and you're able to grab items. Only difference is wooden boomerang has a limited range. The magical boomerang, you can throw it through the entirety of the screen.
And you'll have people on both sides of that argument. Which boomerang is best?
Absolutely. All right, so now we're just looking for the item that is on the floor, but this room is nasty where Kigalas is right now. It's a dark room. He wants no part of that room, and I don't blame him.
Kigalas starting to run low on rooms, though. That's a dark room. It won't drop.
Yep. Well, it does drop, but it's not something he's looking for. It's just a compass.
Yeah, but Kigalas has a Triforce and knows this is a 1Q4.
It's a heart container, so that is all for Kigalas. He's up to 9 hearts, and a pretty efficient level 4 there for Kigalas as jkoper finds the wooden boomerang and says nay to that.
Yeah, jkoper, wooden boomerang, yeah, he's probably just going to turn... Exactly what you see there. Sees
Kigalas. Yep. Also picking up the letter is Kigalas. Oh boy, Kigalas, don't you pick that up. You're going to lose 86 rupees if you pick that up. Ah, he's going to pick it up. Ah, I hate to see it.
I mean, on the flip side, does he parlay that into a blue ring?
I would, but I'm not Kigalas. And Kigalas will definitely not pick up this rupee because he's already got the maximum, but he'll keep that in mind if he were to need a rupee fix. Jkoper all of a sudden has 211 rupees. You know, he was broke for much of this race, and now he's got a lot of rupees. Well, that is not a door repair penalty. That is one of the two hints that either tells us where the magical sword is or what our white sword item is, which of course we know is the white sword. Well, unfortunately, that's going to be a door repair penalty. That's going to take him off blue ring money. Jkoper finds his heart container level 4. He's done. Meanwhile, these P-hats giving Kigalas some fits here and is able to get away. It is the third almost as a series, but he's going to check the push block first in the Lost Hills and find... If this doesn't say game knows Phoenix, I don't know what does. He had the money right before he found that shop. Unfortunate.
Absolutely. Still 12 rupees out. It's not that far, and Kigalas did leave a secret fairly nearby. I believe he's going to grab it.
Yeah, it sounds like he's going to grab it. Nope, wrong one. I think he forgot it's where the letter is. But he's also got to be careful. He's got a half a heart left. Anything's going to take him down at this point, including those levers. Oh, that was close. Oh, he was caught between a rock and a hard place, literally, because those rocks were either the rock was going to take him down or the Zora fireball was going to.
And Jkoper, looking at 1Q5, only finds a small secret there. Not much to write home about.
Now, the only good news for Kigalas is that the blue ring shop is not the rare shop, so there are other blue ring shops where he could buy that blue ring. But it does sound like blue ring is on his mind at the moment. Jkoper checking the vanilla white sword spot. This is the first time we have checked that. 46.5 minutes in, and we find level 5.
This could hurt Kigalas, unfortunately. I'm not sure he goes back into that side of the map for some time, and if Jkoper finds something big
but look at this. The forgotten spot had level 3. Jkoper was flirting with that screen earlier, but didn't have any bombs at the time.
And just as we speak of an advantage on Jkoper's side, this could swing the pendulum right back.
All right, there's the map. There's your vanilla level 5 map right there. Definitely a smaller dungeon for Kigalas to tackle, and Jkoper has to deal with a segmented dungeon, so let's see if we can find anything of value. There's the map. Kigalas will just grab it for peace of mind. It's the magical boomerang in level 5, and Jkoper wants no part of that.
Can't say I blame him there, but there is a staircase item, and that could be anything.
That most certainly can be, and we're still looking for the wand, the book, the recorder, raft. You know, we still haven't found level 1 yet. And 1 could potentially be blocked by something.
Considering Debt Mountain almost in its entirety is completely off the board.
I would love to see a raft block level 1. I would love to see a raft block level 1, but I'm guessing it's recorder blocked.
You never know. We might find the raft here in this 3.
Yeah. Oh, shoot. Kigalas finds the vertical shoot room or the horizontal shoot room where you normally would see it, and that's where the compass is. So if he wants to grab it, he'll have to go around. Meanwhile, Jkoper finding those fast-traveling blue land molas and a 4-headed Gliok here. Some nasty bosses here in 5.
Question is, are you going to have to go through them to get the item?
Here's the red candle for Kigalas. He'll go ahead and grab it. It's just right there. Difference between the two candles. Blue candles, you can only fire it once on the current screen. And uh-oh, we've got a mugger room. Now, Kigalas has a decision to make, and he's going to forego that blue ring money. He does not want to give up one of his hearts.
If you'd have red ring here, different story. But right now, you need to give up that money.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Do not want to give up those heart containers. I mean, they've been very precious. We've already seen a lot of deaths on both sides. So right now he's looking for the staircase item. Jkoper is also looking for the staircase item. It'll be an easier time for Kigalas simply because it's just going to be right there. Not in this room, but he does find the Triforce. He'll pick that up. That is going to be his fourth. And we potentially could have a Dig Dogger block from this item in 5.
Yeah, there's no recorder. That is a problem, potentially.
Yep. Yeah, if this recorder is here in level 3, I think the tides may turn in Kigalas' favor.
We're still... did we find an item?
We have found the red candle as the floor item in level 3, but we have not found the staircase yet.
That's right. Both of our runners here.
Oh my word, we have the most expensive bomb upgrade price, but at least we do get 5 bombs out of it. So it's actually an even exchange because you do the math. You get 4 bombs for 100 and 5 bombs for 125. At least the inflation's been keeping up.
You're absolutely right. Here's the item room for Kigalas. What do we got here in 3?
All right, will it be something of importance here? It's a heart container. Kigalas not going to say no to that, but that's obviously not what he was looking for. Now, jkoper, if that is not a Dig Dogger block here in level 5, could gain a massive advantage on him, potentially.
Now, here's another point to make. Kigalas just got heart number 10. That is a 20% chance to pick up the magical sword once he finds it.
It could be in play for Kigalas. We don't even know where the magical sword is. For all we know, it could be Wrath blocked or even Recorder blocked. jkoper finds a Triforce out of level 5, so that's his 5th Triforce on the board. Kigalas currently has 4, but jkoper, the staircase item in level 5, still at large. If he has explored the entirety, he thinks it's Recorder block, he's going to have to go elsewhere. Now, what haven't we seen yet? Now, there's one item we haven't seen in level 8, I don't think.
Kigalas are going to refill here.
That's the big question, is where is our recorder? Well, that's going to cost jkoper 24 rupees. Correct. Level 6, we do not know what the staircase item is because we are recorder blocked from it. A Dig Dogger is blocking our progress. Oh, look at this! I was hoping for a level. Instead, it's wooden arrows. But guess what? jkoper has just enough money to make that purchase. He'll go ahead and get them. That's very convenient for him.
Absolutely right. And I don't believe... Oh, Kigalas just found level 7.
Yeah, he's going back to 7. We had seen that the Gliok took down Kigalas, which is where our Triforce is.
Ah, yes. It had been some time since we saw that, so that's a bit of a mistake from me.
And it happens. Now jkoper's about to find level 3. Again, fairly easy dungeon. Has a red candle and a heart container, which probably isn't going to interest him to any aspects. I mean, the red candle is an item I've always advocated because of the fact that you can use it multiple times. Very useful early on, especially against, likes and Gibdos and other things.
Can't help but agree with that. I mean, I was never a big fan of the red candle, and then you start using it against Gibdos, and if anything, it's controller saving.
Oh, it most certainly is indeed. Landmolas as well. So, it's got its use. It might not be popular with many people in the Zelda Randomizer community, but I definitely advocate that item. Now, jkoper, looking for this Triforce here. He's going to find his compass right there. He's got it. He's clearing these orange darkness because this potentially could be a push block, but it's not. jkoper finds the red candle. He'll go ahead and pick that up. Now he has a mugger room, and he has no choice but to spend a heart. Now, when he sees the heart container in the staircase, you think he's going to grab it to get the heart back. That's going to be the question, because remember, he ignored a heart earlier today.
I think he ignores this one too.
It wouldn't surprise me as jkoper gets his Triforce out of level 3, so he's now got 6 on the board. So the only thing we haven't found yet is level 1, and level 1, for all we know, could be blocked by the recorder or the raft. We don't know where either is. jkoper going back to level 3, but unfortunately, all he's going to find is a heart container, as Kigalas finds his staircase in level 7, and that's the transport. Now, we did see the map on jkoper's side earlier. We know this is going to be the only transport staircase because it had 34 rooms. It was not segmented.
This may come down to a gamble between 7 and 8 now that I think about it.
Correct, because remember we were talking about level 8, and I'm thinking, oh, I want that second item to be like Silver's a recorder, and it very well could come into fruition here for our runners.
Kigalas taking a potion here. He's deep in 7. I can't blame him for this play.
Yeah, the last thing you want is to get sent all the way back to start. He's having some problems with his orange dart in a combat. You better grab that heart before it disappears. He's just going to ignore it. I'm a little surprised about that because he is losing his hearts quick. His combat's a little bit sloppy in this room, Phoenix.
Yeah, unfortunately. And 55 minutes in against jkoper.
And yep, you were correct. He wants no part of that heart container. So despite the fact that he had to give up a heart to that mugger, he is content with his 7 hearts.
Again, it's because of the time it takes to refill and the fact that he's already got his white sword item.
Not to mention his past experience with Zelda Randomizer. I mean, he's been around the block pretty much since the beginning.
Oh, this is an interesting room, perhaps.
Now, let's see if he recognizes it or if he's just going to push from the other side. He's going to push. No. jkoper finding that large secret here. We saw that on Kigalas' side earlier. We're looking for the there's the map. We saw that on jkoper's side. That's a door repair penalty for jkoper, so he'll lose 24. Now, this potentially could be our item. Nice shot on the bombs. He's got to be very careful here because, again, it's 2 hearts you lose on that blue dart nut. Good job, though. Great combat. That's going to be the item here for Kigalas. It is a heart container, so I think we might have saw it on jkoper's side.
It's entirely possible. Unfortunately, that does give Kigalas a 40% shot at mags, but again, that's a lot of time that you've lost for just a heart container.
You know, if I'm doing my math correctly here, by process of elimination, and just given the fact that we are blocked out of level 6 and we have no idea where level 1 is, I think by process of elimination, level 8 has to have the recorder. It's gotta.
Think so.
I mean, if it doesn't have the recorder, then Fred's got some splaining to do.
Or maybe our runners just missed the spot.
It's always possible. I mean, I don't know if we saw the hot spot on Kigalas' side. Oh, he must have. That's just a casino. Nothing doing there for jkoper. Oh, yes, Heart Shuffle is on, but there's one item outstanding in level 8 that we have not seen yet. It is the second staircase item. Neither player went after it, and it looks like they should have. So the fact that both of them hit the Gamblematic 9000, it's going to be no harm, no follow. But both of these runners, it just came up 3 lemons. If our theory is correct, Phoenix.
Goodness, with the nice prices in the shops, is book going to end up in 9?
Probably, because the game knows. Of course, there are 3 items in level 1. It could be in level 1. You never know. But by that time, it's useless as Kigalas misstabs on the Vire, and he is taken down. Back to start he goes. jkoper heading for vanilla level 6, where he'll find nothing of interest here. Well, Q1 level 2's location, could have level 1. The problem is we have no recorder. So right now, Kigalas is looking for the Triforce. Again, we know it was behind that two-headed Gliok that jkoper took down earlier. See, the problem with that is the recorder can't be a 9 because we need the recorder to get the Triforce out of level 6, and you can't get access to level 9 without all 8 Triforce pieces. So while that could be possible in another race, it's not going to be possible tonight.
I believe this was the room Kigalas went down to earlier.
Yeah, I think you might be right about that because it was a Vire that he was taken down by. And right now he's looking for where the Triforce is. He sees how much he has cleared of this level 7 up to this point.
And question in chat about level 6 being recorder blocked. It absolutely is. Unfortunately, the map is 1Q6. The transporter is in the hook, but unfortunately, it only leads you about 2 rooms up the hook. And that means it practically feeds you into the dig dogger.
Well, you know what I'm looking for? Here's the chain reaction I want. I want the raft to be the second item in level 6 and level 1 be raft blocked.
And recorder in 1?
No, the recorder has to be in 8, remember? Recorder can't be in 1.
Yes, you're right.
We haven't found 1. By this point, we have to assume level 1 is either recorder blocked or raft blocked. I mean, the odds are it's probably going to be recorder block just because in mixed overworld, there are so many more recorder spots than in vanilla 1Q. jkoper back to level 7. Yeah, he doesn't know about the missed heart container either, so both of these runners are just making the wrong decisions, if you know what I mean.
Absolutely. Unfortunately, Kigalas is still looking for the Triforce here in the 7.
Yeah, Compass would be nice, but we know we have to take down that Gliok. Oh, Kigalas gets a nice shot. If he would have gotten Troll Dongoed there, oh, that would have been disgusting. But luckily, he got a nice shot on the Dongo there. Unfortunately, his next couple missed the mark. He's got 1 left. Oh, and no. He's out of luck.
Is there a way he can get back in this, though?
True, but again, that's not where. So jkoper finds the heart container on the ground. That must have been the item he didn't see. He saw the staircase heart container. He did not see that heart container. Now he's done with level 7, so it didn't cost him that much time. So it was a quick dive to level 7 for jkoper, but unfortunately, he doesn't get what he's looking for either. And Kigalas gets the double whammy on Troll Dongo. He lost all his bombs.
And finds out that staircase doesn't push.
Well, of course it couldn't push. We already saw the transport staircase.
Absolutely right. That detail might have slipped his mind there.
Very potential. I mean, level 7, in Randomizer is one of the, especially if it's 1Q7, it's one of the most deadliest game changers that is in the Randomizer. And I mean, there's a reason why I always call it 33 rooms of pure chaos. In this case, it's 34 rooms. Let's just add 1 for good measure. And now jkoper knows he has to go back to level 8. In my opinion, he's firmly out in front.
I believe you're right. Unless Kigalas picks up that Triforce in 7, but Koper also has the Triforce in 5.
Yeah, he's got to get that one as well. And he hasn't even found level 5 yet.
Exactly right, and he did go down near that area.
So right now, at this point, it's just a matter of where is this second push block here in level 8 for jkoper. Kigalas has 1 potion left. jkoper finds that transport staircase. Now he has the compass in hand. That's the all-important find there that Kigalas was looking for, and some bombs that he desperately needed. I mean, the magical sword, you know, has a potential being in play for Kigalas. We know it's not going to be in play for jkoper. I mean, if level 9 is a Wizrobe set, all bets are off, in my opinion. Perfect shot. It's a strike for jkoper. Landing that shot to take care of Manhandla here in 8. And Kigalas continuing to get trolled dongoed here, but there's the stun that he's looking for to get those bombs back. Meanwhile, jkoper having to deal with 8 blue dart nuts in this nasty room, and he's going to use that potion. So both have 1 left. Kigalas finds the heart container, so he's now got a dozen hearts. So that's a 60% chance of the magical sword. But he still needs to get the Triforce.
Here's jkoper looking to use his bombs in with those blue dart nuts.
Oh, and he's got beams as well, which is going to help him get these little dart nuts in the middle here. Yeah, there was nothing he could do there. He was caught between 2 blue dart nuts. He was gonna get hit by something, but he should be in a good spot. Yeah, he's doing a good job using those iframes to his advantage.
And with sword beams back in play now, that's a cleared room.
Very well is indeed. Unfortunately, it is going to respawn, so it's now eeny, meeny, miny, mo. He'll go to the right. Blue dart nuts rolled up. Of course it did. It's what I like to call the anti-Walmart seed, where everything is rolling up instead of rolling down.
And that potion use was...
Aha! jkoper has found the second item, and there it is. It had to be the recorder just based on what we've already seen. So jkoper has unlocked the rest of the seed, and right now he's in the catbird seat.
Gotta agree with that. Knowing where 6 is and having a good idea of where 1 is.
Well, we don't know where 1 is. There's still a lot of spots where this level 1 could be. I mean, it could be where... Now let's see if we have... Yep, he is going to check level 3. This is 2Q3. It's some buried treasure. 34 rupees. jkoper will take that.
And now up and Ace to check the Eastern Debt Mountain recorder spot.
Buried treasure. I should say it's sunken treasure. Buried treasures if we find in the desert. That's buried treasure. Right now, jkoper is looking for level 1. Now he's going to check 1Q7's recorder spot. And nope, not there. But that is where the magical sword is.
That's an interesting spot, but again...
Oh, yeah. jkoper's not going to go back to that anytime soon. Kigalas, he'll have 1 shot at it, in my opinion.
I don't think Kigalas, jkoper even considers going back.
Oh, not a chance. Not a chance. Kigalas finding level 5.
I believe that may be a last location, considering how much he's explored already.
It is. jkoper checking the recorder in the grave. That doesn't do anything. Telling ya, odds are getting better and better that we could have a raft block level 1. That's what I want. Well, I want raft in level 6. That doesn't do anything either. So he's going to use the whirlwind to take him somewhere else. Could be here. Now, one of the forgotten recorder spots here. Let's see if it does anything. Nope.
There's that eastern coast recorder spot, though.
We welcome everybody from DW Randomizer. Hey, we were talking about Dragon Warrior Randomizer because as Kigalas to screen said, don't forget Hawks. Hawksness, of course, for those of you fans of Dragon Warrior Randomizer. Welcome to the Zelda Randomizer here on SpeedGaming 3 between Kigalas and jkoper. They are both 0-1, and they're in a very hotly contested race right now. jkoper has pretty much figured out much of the seed, but we're still trying to find where level 1 is. We had a recorder block in level 6, which jkoper found in level 8. There's been a lot of chaos in this seed, to be sure. There it is. It was recorder blocked after all. There's level 1 for jkoper. So the raft, probably a 9.
Or maybe it's right here in 1.
Well, possible. Now there's your map.
There's the eagle from 1Q1.
Yep. Our first grid. Well, there's a compass for jkoper. Now he knows where the Triforce is. It's on the bottom right.
1 hour, 9 minutes. You got 6 Triforces on the road with 7. Do you even dig this 1Q1?
Oh, absolutely, you dig it because it's small enough. You're not gonna leave it behind.
Well, there's also go ahead.
Even at 70 minutes, you're not going to leave it behind. As jkoper finds a heart on the ground, there are going to be 2 ground items and 1 staircase item. Again, we do have hearts in the shuffle, and that our first sighting of Goma.
And of course, then I forget the big problem. We're still looking for silvers, so of course you'll dig this.
You know what? All right. I'll tell you what, I think we're going to see the vanilla fair in level 9. Give me silvers and red ring in 9.
Oh, goodness. That would be...
We've seen so much vanilla already in this race. Let's just add a few more doses of vanilla into the mix.
Of course. Why not, right?
Let's see if the game dares to prove me wrong as Kigalas gets caught between Landmolas and more of the Beamos statue. The Beamos have had their way tonight, that's for sure. There's another heart. So there are 2 hearts. Do we have the triple heart, I wonder? Well, here's our item. What's it going to be here for jkoper? Boom! It's the silvers! No vanilla on level 9 this time, but hey, it still could be the jewelry in 9.
True. Still, that is a huge upgrade for jkoper. Knows he's just going to be Triforce and Go possibly in this 6.
Yeah, absolutely. He is Triforce and Go mode here. So right now, as it stands, we have 1, 2, 3 items left in play. Red ring is in one of them. Wand is in one of them. In the books, no, all the hearts have to be accounted for. All the hearts have to be accounted for at this point because we have 3 items left outstanding because one of them is in level 6. That's the staircase item. And then you have the 2 staircase items in level 9. So there are no more hearts left in the shuffle. Unfortunately, jkoper having a little bit of trouble with his screen scrolling here. Finally manages to get it. Kigalas continue to explore this level 5 here. And it just dawned on me. We don't know what the second item in level 5 is either.
Oh.
Because that was Dig Dogger Block 2, I believe.
That could be potentially a problem.
So, yes, but I am still correct. There are no more hearts left in the shovel, because you know what that 4th item is? It's the raft.
Ugh.
All right, now jkoper, he's going to look for the Triforce here. If he runs across the item, he'll take a peek at it. I think, and if he sees the red ring, he'll pick it up. Anything else, he's going to leave behind. This is going to be our item here in level 6. Let's see what we have in 6. It is the raft. We know it's not required. He'll leave it behind.
Still no sign of the Triforce yet here at 6, though, and that must be the thing that's on his mind. 113 in with level 9 outstanding.
Yeah, this is the room right here. This is where our item is in 5, because I think we've seen everything else in this 5. You know what would be cool? We have the Harry Potter School of Wizardry kit in level 9. I want the wand in the book to be in 9 now. Bump the red ring. Put that in 5.
Speaking of 5, Kigalas is going to look for the item a little more.
I don't fault him. You know, he knows he needs to get that recorder. We know it's not here. It's something else. It's either going to be the red ring, the wand, or the book. There's the Triforce for Kigalas here in 5, but he's looking for that item. But once he sees he full clears this 5, he knows it is going to be a requirement. There is the compass for jkoper. Just needs to go 2 rooms to the right, and he'll be ready to go into level 9. There's the bomb upgrade for Kigalas. He will make that purchase and get those 5 extra bombs.
Can't bomb through it, though, so needs to go around. Another 3 rooms.
Yeah, plenty of cash, so he doesn't have to worry about the nickel on the floor here. But he does have to worry about this 4-headed Gleeok, and he's got a potion ready to go just in case. Again, no jewelry for either runner. Blue ring costs 240 plus rupees. Kigalas had a shot at it. He found a blue ring shop just after he had a door penalty that cost him blue ring money. Red ring we still have not found yet. As jkoper gets his final Triforce piece, he is ready to go to level 9, 75 minutes in.
And having heard Ganon in the lobby, that's going to be... It might be just a hint of rush for Zelda.
Hey, you never know if Zelda and Ganon are in the 2 rooms next to each other. We know where level 9 is. It's not far from Vanilla Start. I believe it's 2 screens to the left of Vanilla Start.
It's in the river, you're right. And Koper will be, I believe, 2 rooms away from it.
Yeah, he most certainly will be indeed. Yeah, if you for your recorder tune, yeah, even without giving away the FF5 Kerplop, I would have guessed Final Fantasy anyways. Because let's face it, it's always Final Fantasy. When in doubt, go with Final Fantasy. You know what would be funny? We haven't gotten the book. I want it to be the hint about the Ganon, where if Ganon's right there. Ladies and gentlemen, here's Ganon. We'll never know, though, unfortunately. We need to get 8 hits with the white sword, but a Hyrule Driver is going to cost jkoper 4 hearts. He's got 2. Unfortunately, he's going to the left. He's setting up for the stun lock from the right, but he's staying left. There's 4. Still staying to the left. 5. This is the anti-Matthew McConaughey Ganon here. All left, all left, all left.
I was wondering if you'd pull that reference out.
Finally spawns on the right when it's the 8th and final hit. Go figure, but down goes Ganon. Good fight for jkoper. We have got Bacon and the Triforce of Power. Is Zelda right here to the left? Wouldn't it be something if she was? Nope. So now we're looking for a shutter door that will automatically open. It has to be a single shutter door room, like that, for instance. If it opens automatically, that's where Zelda is, and this game will be over.
Of course, that we always say level 9 can do level 9 things.
Oh, it most certainly can indeed, but it's going to really take some sort of great equalizer for jkoper not to win this. Now, we saw 7 be huge. That means 9 is not going to be all of that huge. Look at another clock in a Wallmaster room. I think jkoper has seen enough of those clocks. All right, that's it. That will be perhaps one of the 6 sets of transport staircases, which it is.
At this point, even if you do find Red Ring, you don't even bother.
No, right now, jkoper is just looking for that single shutter door room at this point. Could be here. Nope. Could be here. Nope. There's a troll handler, though. Ooh, a little bit light leaves the 7 pin.
Still with no problem picking it up.
Oh, not at all.
This is going to be a staircase.
Well, certainly is going to be a staircase. jkoper not going to examine it at the moment, only if he must. Another dark room here. So Kigalas heading back to vanilla level 8. He now knows that's where he needs to go, but it's going to be too little too late. That's another transport, which jkoper will take. Now, does the book act as an atlas? It doesn't matter now as jkoper has just found the map. Does book act as an atlas?
It does not. Not in this flag set.
All right, so we take a look at this level 9 here. $40 rooms. Yep, that's a small level 9.
Seen a lot larger, and look at that.
That's it. There's your ball game right there. The shutter door automatically opens. But wait a minute. That's it. Get your GGs out. jkoper has rescued Zelda and has won the race and is now 1-1 in the Swiss rounds.
Official race time.gg time of 1 hour, 19 minutes, and 9 seconds.
Not too shabby considering that this was a slog of a seed that jkoper still gets it in under 80 minutes.
So jkoper improves to 1-1. Kigalas unfortunately will head to the 0-2 bracket next week.
Yeah, this all came down to the decision on level 8. Both of them hit the Gamble-matic 9000 on it, and they came up 3 lemons for both of them, unfortunately. If one goes in and the other doesn't, then we would have had a totally different result there. And yep, there you go. We had a runner mention the recorder to him. They were correct. Final Fantasy V's Gilgamesh. And with that, Kigalas, I think, has waved the white flag.
Still, what a race for both runners.
Yeah, it was close for a good majority of it until we had the divergence of paths here. I mean, in the end, it had to do with exploration, and jkoper just dominated the exploration on Kigalas in tonight's race. That was basically your difference. They both struggled with their combats, but it was jkoper's exploration that got it done tonight.
Yeah, that near level 5 there did hurt Kigalas quite a bit.
All right, folks, we have both of our runners here in the commentator's booth with us. jkoper, congratulations on your victory tonight. You go to 1-1 in the Swiss rounds. Tough seed, though, tonight. The combat was pretty rough for the both of you, but your exploration was what got it done for you tonight, jkoper.
Thanks. That recorder was pretty cruel.
It most certainly was indeed, and it was both a last check on the recorder for both of you. Both of you, when you got the Triforce out of 8, both of you went for the gamble, and both of you hit the 3 lemons.
Oh, I didn't go for the gamble. Did you not see what happened? I got hit by a fireball into the Triforce.
Oh, you got Y-Forced. I thought you just won for it. I didn't realize that was a Y-Force. Yikes.
Yeah, someone in my chat pointed it out, but I am obviously not paying attention to the restream.
Yeah, no one pointed it out in our chat either. They thought after you got hit, you were just like, I'm just gonna grab the Triforce, but no, that was a Y-Force. And yeah, if you wouldn't have gotten Y-Force there, you would have won by a lot more. Basically.
Yeah, perhaps. I definitely made some mistakes too. Forgot that one burn spot. I never checked the power bracelet spot by start. I forgot about the fact that we started with power bracelet. But, nothing hurt me too bad, I guess.
No, the power bracelet spots. I know there were a couple of cash hoards in some of the power bracelet spots, but yeah, nothing of real major significance you missed out on.
But I wonder where that map was in 8. I assume it exists somewhere.
We never found it.
Yeah. Cleared almost every room in the end, but I'm sure it's somewhere. If someone wants to play the seed, you can give me the number.
Yeah, I can also tell you that the red ring, the wand, and the book are somewhere as well. The one item outstanding in 5 and the 2 outstanding items in 9. Kigalas, you pretty much were keeping up with jkoper for much of this race, but it was that wild goose chase finding that recorder that it ended up being a deciding factor here. And unfortunately for you, it was a last check. Level 8 was where it was. But go over the seed with us.
I died a lot. So I was having tracker issues where I couldn't stay in the window of the trackers. I'd have to constantly click back to the game. So that was not fun. That happens sometimes. Yeah, just running around trying to find stuff, and then finally finding 5, and then like, oh wait, that's a recorder block there, and then it's like, okay, so now it has to be 8, and then get in there, and then he finishes, and yeah, that's about it.
And if you're wondering where level 1 ended up being, that was a recorder block. It's the whistle spot just south of vanilla level 1. That's where it was.
Okay, I knew it had to be a recorder block. I had cleared everything else on the map.
That could have been a raft blocked. I mean, raft was in 6. The right puzzle pieces fell into place that one could have been raft blocked, but it happened to not be.
But all of 6 was everything north of where I saw was whistle blocked.
It was just a few rooms north of there.
Correct. That's where the item was, but level 1 could have been raft blocked, is what I'm saying, but it wasn't. It could have been, though.
I would have had to find the recorder. Was that in the Triforce room, or... I mean, I went back. I was in 8 way early, and then when I finally got back there, then it was over. So I don't remember much about 8.
It couldn't be a Triforce, or in the Triforce room.
Okay.
There was no stairs there.
Yeah, look at that. I don't remember from the early part of the seed.
Yeah, it was a Manhandla in a room with 4 fireball statues. That's where the Triforce was. So, I don't know if you had to go right from there, but then there was a room with like 8 blue dark nuts in a reverse C. And then the recorder wasn't far beyond that. It's just a couple more rooms in. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is a tough seed where you needed to be at your absolute best on combat. As you can see, jkoper with 4 deaths. Kigalas, you had a lot of deaths of your own as well. No blue rings, no red rings. We didn't find the red ring. It was either in 5 or 9. I was telling Phoenix I was hoping it'd be in 5 just because I want the kit in 9, the wand and book. But we'll never know unless you play the seed yourself. But that's all right. It was a tough seed, though.
Yeah, I was close to having a blue ring when I was like east of the waterfall area. And then I got hit by a mugger, and then I didn't have enough, and I tried to go back and then died.
Yeah, you absolutely got taunted by the game there. The very next screen after you hit that door repair penalty, that's where the blue ring shop was. By then you didn't have enough.
Yeah.
I mean, that might have helped. That might have helped you get through some tight spots at certain points, but I think in the end it just came down to exploration, and jkoper had you there.
Yeah, that and just my combat isn't what it could be, so I get hit a lot, and I'm not as clean as I really should be.
The seed was nice to us in a way because it gave us the white sword. So
that was nice. That could have been buried into level 9 as well. You never know.
Yeah, and bow. So
yeah, true.
Yeah, having early bow helped you a lot. Yeah, Kigalas, you were able to make the arrow purchase earlier than jkoper did. Which gave you some advantages early on with the combat, but yeah, like I said, I think the big deciding factor was exploration.
Yeah, sometimes just choose the right place to go, and sometimes you don't.
All right, well, thanks so much for doing the commentary restream tracking as always, and good luck, Kigalas, in the rest.
Yeah, thanks. Good luck to you two going on, and GG. Thanks again for putting all this on.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, please make sure you give both of our runners, Kigalas and jkoper, a follow. Absolutely tremendous performance tonight here. They will be back as the Swiss rounds continues here, but a big win for jkoper tonight. Picks up his first win of the Swiss rounds.
Absolutely. And big thanks as well again to Smilefires, our tracker tonight, because without trackers, we're just a pair of old men without a cave.
Most certainly indeed. So thank you very much for joining us here on SpeedGaming 3. We have a lot of Zelda Randomizer races coming, so please check the schedule here for when those races might be. They're going to be all over the place here on SpeedGaming, and they're going to be very exciting. We got a lot of exciting runners and a lot of thrilling races to cover over the coming weeks here on our SpeedGaming family of networks. So that's going to do it again for our tracker, Smilefires, and for my commentator partner, Moonrisen Phoenix. I'm LOZ Cards Fan 23. Have a great rest of your evening, and we will see you again real soon for more exciting coverage of the 2024 Zelda Randomizer Tournament. Good night, everybody.